And boom, monkeys, we are live. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to cover a couple tokens today, and it is the AM Boogie Show for you cats. We are going to cover some memes. We are going to cover the fragrance of the day as usual. We're also going to hit up a little bit of Hex on the Ethereum side, some ETH, some Bitcoin, of course, some Pulse Chain. I do want to hit up both Hedrons. And we also want to hit up the freaking pizza token that's going to be freaking that's on the Pulse Chain side. Now, we also have some memes. We're going to hit those up. Now, I think I found something on Bitcoin, and I wanted to hit you guys up with that. I am hoping that we do get a decent of a dip, if anything, and we kill it as we start going down. I mean, keep your fingers crossed. I do want to get a little bit of a discount as the freaking market freaking moves forward, if anything. And let's give a shout out to the first person in the chat, and that is my amigo, the Ascending Man. Morning, Boogie. Glad to see you early this morning. Hey, man, glad to see you here too, man. I'm going to drop some alpha today for you monkeys, and I am more than glad to do so, man. Ascending Man, with that stated, this Saturday, myself, Mr. Angry Twinkie, and Agent J from the DGen Roundtable will be having a show together on Angry Twinkie's page. It's going to be fire. Make sure you guys follow up with us. It is going to be freaking hot as hell, man. Make sure you follow my homie, Mr. Angry Twinkie, and make sure you follow the cats at the DGen Roundtable. It's always a freaking blast when I have freaking people from the DGen Roundtable and when I hang out with the Twinksters. Now, I've never done this before. I've never hung out with freaking Twinkie and Agent J at the same time. I got a feeling it's going to be a mashup of freaking Filipino food, a little bit of freaking Korean food, and a mixture of freaking tamales, dude. So, hey, can't go wrong with that mixture, bro. Can't go wrong, dude. All right, let's move on to the freaking memes, son. Let's move on to the freaking memes, dog. Let's see what we got. All right, first meme of the day. It's going to be trying to stop Bitcoin. And, of course, this is the SEC trying to move forward. Let's see what this freaking meme entails. Shout out to Crypto Mike. Let's play this sucker.
Daddy's closet in a box of funding and don't need no wakat. But he's coming for you, yeah, he's coming for you. All the other king, kita pamparaki, you veteran, throw my gun. All the other king, kita pamparaki, you veteran, faster than my ballet. All the other king, kita pamparaki, you veteran, throw my gun.
That's one hell of a freaking meme, dude. Now, this one, the next one I'm going to show you guys, bro. This shit made me freaking roll when I saw this one, man. This shit made me freaking roll. Now, as I stated, this is what happens when you pick the wrong freaking cryptos and you stay stuck in the matrix forever, working a normie job.
Girls, I'm not going to lie to you. I've had no sleep. And I'm working till 10 tonight. And I feel like killing myself. Hello, yes, I can show you where this is. Aisle 22. Why don't you look at what it says on the fucking board instead of asking me what aisle butter is in? Girls, I'm not going to lie to you.
Laugh the most, man, when she tries to dodge and weave and she freaking... Oh, my gosh, bro. Oh, yeah, bro. Good laughs for the morning, man. I got to give them that, man. That's some damn good laughs for the freaking morning, dude. Oh yeah, bro. All right. Let's move on to the freaking. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't know, man. There was too much passion in that freaking in that video in order to say that shit was a freaking made up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look who it is, man. A wild Agent J pops out of nowhere, man. We're just talking about you, Agent J, and we're talking about how we're gonna have a stream on Saturday. Myself, yourself, and Twinksters, man, on his channel, bro. A mixture of freaking tamales, freaking Filipino food, bro, and a little bit of freaking kimchi, son. Oh, it's gonna be freaking fabulous, bro. It's gonna be fabulous. Hey, who knows, man? Maybe we'll open up some freaking restaurant that serves all three as a buffet, dude. Freaking get a bunch of freaking Hispanics and freaking Asians in there, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be freaking fire, bro. I know it is. Shout out to freaking Dace, DGens Unite. Talking smack, homie. Talking smack. Hey, for the good part, man. Good part. Good talking smack. All right, monkeys. Oh, Agent J, by the way, man. Doggone. Give me a second. Vamos a ver. Agent J, with that stated, man, dude, I found some stuff, or I noticed some stuff on the Bitcoin chart, bro. Let's see what that entails. Let's move on to this slowly, but I think it's gonna be freaking fire, Agent J. I think it's gonna be fire, homie. Let's see. All right, on the daily, we are getting a fabulous freaking dip, son. And I'm really liking this. I know freaking Crypto Sloth is probably hating this, bro, the way the freaking Hedron chart's moving. But I'm loving this because this is an opportunity to buy. Current value of Bitcoin is at $51,000, $51,024. And it seems that we're quickly approaching, man, this $50,000 mark, if anything, man. Now, if we look at how Bitcoin looks as far as its 60-day cycle goes, and we push this sucker back. Let me push the sucker back, man. We are exactly at about day 29, man. We are one day before we hit day 30 of its 60-day cycle. And of course, tomorrow, February 22nd, will be day 30, man. It does seem that we are trending to the downside. Let's go ahead and turn on our 50, our 100, and our 200. And what am I seeing? All three are still below where Bitcoin is at. Now, Bitcoin tried multiple days. About 1, 2, 3, 4, about 7 or 8 days, man. It tried beating this freaking top of about 51 or 52,000. Of course, it couldn't, and it got rejected there. There was a massive battle going on there between the Bulls and the Bears, and I am glad the Bears are winning, man, because it seems like we are getting a dip to the downside. This is going to be freaking fire, homie. This is going to be fire. And this will be an opportunity to buy a little bit more Bitcoin. Now, check this out, man. Check this. This is what I wanted to show you, cats. Let's go over to this bad boy, man. Go over to the 8-hour chart and look what I see, man. If we zoom out or if we zoom in closely, bro, it seems like we're getting an M pattern. And they're almost freaking symmetrical. Look at that. Now, usually when you get an M pattern, and the tops measure up kind of evenly, that entails that we'll probably be heading to the downside, man. And I like the idea of that. I do want it to freaking dip more. Now, if we look at our 50-day moving average, we are below this freaking support line of about 50,000 flat. Now, if we do break below that, we'll probably come down here to about 49,000, give or take. I am hoping that we do come down harder and we visit this freaking 100 moving average at about 45. Keep your fingers crossed. I don't think that'll happen, though. I don't think we'll go down that low because if you see this freaking little protruding top, that's going to act as a major area of support. So food for thought, monkeys. We are heading to the downside. Things are trending that way. And for you cats, I want to ape in a couple more times before freaking the crypto market falls. It's going to be fire, man. It's going to be freaking fire, son. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the chat, man. Let's look at the chat, bro. We got my homie, Mate Zeus. And then we got my freaking homie Dace. I need enough coffee in my bloodstream to mask up at 8 a.m. Mad respect, Boogie. Mad respect. Hey, man, I did have a good amount of freaking doggone McDonald's coffee, bro. That always does it for me, homie. That always does it for me. Dace, do me a favor, man. Get a thumbnail, bro. You too, mate, Seuss. It'd be cool if you guys get a thumbnail. We got Brother 64, Morning Gang, off to work in 5, hitting the replay. Thanks for the stream, Boogie. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. And then we got more money, Mike. Hell yeah. Breakfast stream. Hey, I'll try to bring these to you cats at least once a week, man. At least once a freaking week. Now, since we already hit up the freaking Bitcoin chart, let's move on over to freaking ETH. Let's do some born ass ETH, man. Let's see what the Ethereum thing is doing. ETH, look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. We actually freaking topped out at about $3,000.32, man. And it does seem that we're starting to dip now, which is awesome. We are getting a bearish engulfing candle. Now, we did have, this is what you call, I think this is what you call, man. What was it called, bro? Is this an advanced block? Or no, this looks like 3 white soldiers, but you got candles on this side. I'd have to look at my flashcards, man. But when you get 3 of these that go all the way to the top, that usually signals a reversal, man. And today is pretty much a confirmation as to which way freaking Ethereum is going. Now, if we look at the 60-day chart on Ethereum, we are at about day 51. So we are approaching the end of the Ethereum 60-day cycle, which is going to be freaking fire, man. And we probably will revisit this area of about 25.98, hopefully, man. Hopefully we do, man. Let's look at the EMA ribbon. Let's see what this entails. And is the EMA ribbon on? There you go. Next area of support, aside from this red line, is here at about 26.75. So if you cats want to start DCAing into Ethereum, I would do so lightly in about 26.75. And if we start trending sideways here at about 25.83, I would probably put it in a little bit more. This is not financial advice. And hopefully keep your fingers crossed and we revisit this area of about 24.50. I think that's going to be kind of a tough sell. If we do end up getting something like that, it'll probably be at the end of its 60-day cycle, if anything. Now, who knows, man? Maybe Ethereum will run a little bit longer because Bitcoin is 1 day away from hitting its 30-day cycle. So maybe Ethereum will run for about 68 days, ballpark, give or take. Now, let's take this measuring tool and see which way freaking Ethereum's heading. And if we put it at the 60-day mark, that would be around March 24th. If we push it to 65, it would be March 6th. So food for thought, monkeys. There is an Ethereum buying opportunity coming down. I hope you cats manage to get under $2,200 because I got a lot of my Ethereum under that value. So food for thought, monkeys. If you do get a dip, that may be a buying opportunity. Mind you, none of this is financial advice, cats. None of it. Vamos a ver. Let's check out the chats. Let's see. Agent J, range low was taken this morning, so short-term bearish scenario just became more probable. My targets are also 49K because of that cycle high that you mentioned. Hey, yeah, homie. You know what I'm saying? And then Ascending Man, my TA says Bitcoin go up a lot, so now it need to go down, but it will go up again after, of course. 20, and then we got Agent J making a prediction here at about 27.30. My downside targets for ETH, 0.382 Fibonacci cycle high support. I concur with you, Jay. I definitely concur with you, man. I'm just hoping that we go down lower, man. We go down lower, and I hope we even go down even lower than that, bro. At the end of its 60-day cycle, bro. I am all about buying freaking cheap. Now, let's move on to another token today, man. And I've been checking out the Hex chart, and it's weird. Usually the Hex Uniswap chart, man, that one's usually pretty damn accurate, but as of late, it hasn't been updating any information on it, man. And let me show you cats what I mean. So if a lot of people, because this was my favorite chart when it came to Hex, dude. So let me show you what I mean, cats. If we look at the Uniswap Vision chart, I'm not seeing any updates. Current value of eHex is at about 1 penny exactly. But if we look at the at the one on Trading View, which I think is accurate, let's go over to the Trading View one. Where's my Trading View one? Here it is. On the Trading View chart, it's looking a lot different. This value is at about 93% of a penny. So, and I am noticing, look at this shit. This is a weird M pattern or a weird double top that we're seeing on the daily for freaking Hex. Because if I take this drawing tool, you go up here, come back down here, and then it goes down lower, it goes back up this way. It's kind of like an M and a W mixed together. I've never seen that before, or maybe I haven't paid attention close enough. It does seem bearish, if anything, and we probably will hit this area of support. Now, if you cats can see this giant ass wick we had here on about February 20th, it does seem that was the end of its 20-day cycle. So if we grab this measuring tool and we start measuring from there forward about 14 days, that will put us around March 5th ballpark. And if we push it all the way to about 21 days, that would put us around March 12th. We may end up getting our final low around that area. I'm hoping that we break this green trend line and we continue the downside. Of course, keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully, we revisit this area of about 83% of a penny. I know a lot of freaking RH people, bro, and a lot of freaking Hexicans are pissed off about this because they want to see their coins pump. But I'm always in the mood for being a bear, especially on great tokens like this. As freaking Sloth said last time, he mentioned, dude, you eventually have to turn to a bull. I concur, man. But as long as I got opportunities to be a bear, I will continue freaking DCAing into the market. Now, people probably going to ask me, when would you start DCAing into EHEX, Boogie? It would probably be once we cross, and it's not far from now, these double candles here at about 91% of a penny. And then I would start DCAing a little bit harder once we touch this green trend line at about 88% of a penny or 89% of a penny. And hopefully we end up getting it lower. I am extremely bullish on EHEX. I know the cats at the DGen Roundtable are as well. So keep your eyes peeled, monkeys. Let's see what the EMA ribbon entails of this sucker. Now, the EMA ribbon is acting as a solid area of support. As a matter of fact, the top portion of the yellow freaking band is right above the current freaking bearish candle. And if we look at the 200 EMA, which is this blue line, it is acting as an immediate area of resistance to the upside. So, hey, man, it does seem like we are dipping. That is a good thing. Let's move on to the next token, cats. But first, let's see what they are saying over here at freaking the chat. I don't think I've met you, Mr. Dace Northwell. Nice to meet you, homie. He says, in the DGen Roundtable Telegram call, Jay and I spoke about March 11th to 14th being a time-based inflection point for the BTC chart. That's some good data right there, man. That's some definite good data right there. And then we got my homie over here, Frequency Flow Skateboards. Morning on the 60-day cycle. How do you know when it starts or what day it is on? Let me show you real fast. Man. Present. And that's actually a good question, man. It's actually freaking the 60-day cycle that really helped me out with my technical analysis, if anything. Let's put the sucker on the daily so I can show you, bro. Now, for you cats that don't know this, if you grab this measuring tool over here, you see it says date range. Grab this sucker, put it on the area where we are today, and measure when you had a low or the lowest low. And it seems like this day, which was January freaking 23rd, was the lowest low. Because if you look at this wick way here at the bottom, and then you look at the price point over here on the top side, it'll tell you the low was at 38,505. So from there is where you start measuring forward. You know what I mean? And you could push it all the way up to 60 days. Now, this is one of the rules that I like to follow. It's not written in any books or anything like that. But this is one of the rules I enjoy following. At about day 45 to about, I would rough it out maybe to about day 65. is when you can end up getting your cycle low on average. Sometimes you do get anomalies that run up to 80 days, but those are extremely, extremely rare. So food for thought, monkeys. If you guys want to end up learning how to do that, you could also hit me up. If you look at the freaking description at the bottom, I do have freaking my Instagram link there, and I do have my Twitter link. I can help you out. Just hit me up and we'll set up a consultation or something like that. All right, let's move on to some pulse chain. Let's see what pulse chain entails. Now, pulse chain, and look at this freaking ugly ass freaking convoluted chart, man. That's when you know you're a big TA guy, bro. And pulse chain, look at this shit. It is dipping, and we did compromise this Fibonacci area of about 0.382, and it does seem we're going to visit this area of 0.5. Now, 382, we've got it about 3 zeros at a 1.3, and if we revisit lower, it'll come down to 3 zeros and a 1.268. Now, mind you, check this out. If you look at these conglomerate of candles over here, which is a total of 4, that is acting as a major area of support. And if we look at it historically, we also have that area. Let's see if it lines up with this. No, not really. Making contact with this candle over here. So you've got about 4 or 5 candles that are using it as support. And hopefully it does break down below that, and we'll end up getting more. Now, if we take our 20-day measuring tool, we're barely at about day 14. So we may have about 5 more days to run, give or take ballpark. And if we push this out all the way to day 21, that will be February 28th. So food for thought, monkeys, that may be when we do end up getting a new low, which is gangster, because for you cats that haven't had enough pulse chain, it'll be a good buying opportunity for you guys. So food for thought, monkeys, food for freaking thought. And then we got Large and in charge, man. Buenos dias, Boogie. Buenos dias, Large and in charge, man. I can see you freaking killing it with that tic-tac-toe, son. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, homie. All right, let's see what else we got on the charts, man. Let's see what else we got. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up something for you cats here on freaking doggone Twitter. Let's see what data we got. I forgot to do this for you cats. You know what? Let's do a little bit of a meme coin. And the meme coin that I'm kind of messing with right now is one that was airdropped to us for free, and it's called Pizza. Last I checked, let me just double check this shit because I forgot the exact amount. Let's see. Now, if you guys are messing with meme coins, I want to see which ones you guys are messing with, because I know there's a lot of freaking HOA people, man. I know that freaking Crypto Sloth is a big time HOA guy. Drop that in the chat, because I want to see which meme coins you guys are messing with. You know what I'm saying? All right. This is what I got. Next meme coin is one called Pizza. And I got this via airdrop. Pizza did go up. Let me show you. Pizza did go up all the way to about a value of about $655. Of course, I'm not counting this giant wick up over here, which was at about 42,000, but I don't know really if we should count that, if anything. But I managed to get a free airdrop on Pizza. I do want to buy a little bit more, and I want to apply the rule of 3. Now, why am I bullish on this freaking meme coin? Because there's only 573 in circulation. Now, I'm not telling you cats, by no means possible am I telling you guys to go ahead and freaking ape in all your freaking dinero into Pizza. That's not what I'm saying. But the rule that I'm going to apply, I'm going to go ahead and try to implement the rule of 3 on the sucker. It is a scratcher bet. And I am hoping that it comes down to a value of about down here, about 193. Now, if we do come down to this area of about 207, I'll probably buy one more slice, and then I'll buy an additional one at about 193. And I will hold a total of 3 freaking pizza tokens. And I'm going to implicate Miguel and Charlie's rule of 3. And this is how it works. Whenever you implement the rule of 3, and this usually goes for NFTs. Bear with me, cats. Bear with me. When you implement the rule of 3, whatever you paid in total for all 3 of those freaking NFTs or tokens, you try to make your money back with at least one of them. So let's say you paid $300 for 3 tokens or 3 NFTs. What you're going to go ahead and do, you're going to wait till one of your NFTs or all of your NFTs goes up to $300, and you're going to sell it and make your money back. The other 2 NFTs or the other 2 coins, one of them you're going to use for profits. So let's say you get a 3x on the other freaking token. You go ahead and sell that one with the 3x, and then you have one more left. That last freaking token or that last NFT, you hold on to it for a moonshot. And that is how you implement the rule of 3. And that's what I intend to do with this token. I am hoping that I do get it down here at about 195 or 197. And I'm going to go ahead and implement that strategy. How high could this token go? Now, if we look at the Fibonacci on this sucker, of course, if you look at the Fibonacci on this sucker, the highest point of the Fibonacci is about 2487. Can it go higher than that? Yes, it is a possibility. Now, let me show you cats what I mean. Let me take you over to Twitter. Share screen. Let's see where Twitter's at. Here it is. Boom. Now, pizza, a short story. 1 case slices were potentially max supply. And then it goes on to say 1 slice per valid address was airdropped after a 2-hour window to invite others to the original telegram. Only 573 addresses ended up getting the airdrop. Remaining 436 of the supply was burned. Hence why I am bullish on it. Now, let's go back to that chart I was showing you, cats, and let's see how much supply there is. Or let's see the market cap on this sucker. Now, mind you, cats, this is a scratcher bet. I don't really ape in hard to freaking meme coins. You know what I'm saying? There's a $135,000 market cap on this sucker. So it can run, and it can run pretty hard. So food for thought, monkeys. Food for freaking thought. Do not ape in all your money into this freaking doggone meme coin. Food for thought. This is only a scratcher bet, and only do it if you can afford it. And this is not financial advice. What I would do if I did not have enough Pulse Chain, I did not have enough PulseX, if I did not have enough freaking Hex, I wouldn't even be touching this. Because those come priority, because those are RH coins. If you don't have any of those, don't even think about touching this. So food for thought, this is not financial advice, and I don't want to see you monkeys get wrecked. So yeah, that's my battle plan on pizza. I do want to get a little bit more, and I'm hoping that it'll continue running to the upside, if anything. And then we got Agent J. He's only messing around with Pepe. Just Pepe for me, fam. Laugh out loud. That's about degenerate as I get. And Large and in Charge asked, is that the crypto name? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, let me go over here to Deck Screener and let me drop this data on there for you cats so you guys can take a look at it. And on this freaking chart, you can go ahead and pull. You can go ahead and pull the contract address for it. So there you go. Dropped you a little bit of a scratcher bet right there. Not financial advice. And now that we did all that fun stuff, let's continue with the fun stuff. Today, we're going to talk about the fragrance of the day. This is one of my favorite fragrances, and it is from the house of Paco Rabanne. Now, of course, Paco Rabanne fragrances have been known to be rather synthetic, but I could give a shit if it's synthetic or not, man. If the ladies love it and I get compliments on it, I'll wear it. The only setback about this fragrance, man, the only freaking setback, dude, is that this fragrance does not last a long time, man, not even on clothing. So if I was to go out on a night on if I was to go out on a date or a night on the town, man, I would probably do about freaking 15, 16 sprays of this, man. And that is Paco Rabanne's 1 million, but it is the lucky version. As you can tell, it's got a contrast of gold and silver. Now, what does this smell like? Off the bat, you get like a gourmand freaking scent. It smells like food. It smells like a freaking chocolate that you're eating. Now, if you look at the notes, you get a little bit of freaking hazelnut. It's sweet and it's woody, man. So food for thought. You do have to spray the shit out of this because this sucker does not last on your freaking clothing, man. And you got to freaking light the sucker up. It smells amazing. I think it's probably one of the better smelling Paco Rabannes. My favorite from the house is Privé. I think that one is pretty damn masculine. It's not as juvenile as the original 1 million, but it doesn't matter, man. If you like it, bro, the original 1 million or this one, hey, you buy it, son. And I can't negate, man, even though 1 million is an old DNA amongst the fragrance space, chicks still freaking dig it, dude. Chicks still freaking dig it. Even though it's old school, man, chicks still freaking dig it, dude. So, food for thought. Now, what's the current value of this, bro? This is a 100 ml. And let me go ahead and drop that data for you cats as to how much it freaking costs, bro. Now, the cheapest place I found this fragrance was exactly on Paco Rabanne's website. And there you go. It is $119, and that is at 3.4 ounces, man. And that's this sucker right here, bro. It smells amazing, dude. You will not be disappointed with this. The only thing you'll be disappointed about is that it doesn't last long on the clothing. So, food for freaking thought, monkeys. Let me go ahead and share this in the chat if you guys want to order this sucker. Of course, I'd rather you guys put it in crypto, but I understand if you don't own any freaking fragrances, this may be one of your options. Go down to your local Macy's, Dillard's, and they usually carry this freaking fragrance there, man. I was there as of recent, bro, and some kid from freaking Mexico, from Monterrey, he was actually freaking buying one up. I told him, bro, you're just gonna have to spray the shit out of it. Now, as you guys can see here, there's also a 6.8 ounce option because you are gonna have to overspray it. I would go with that one instead, and that one runs for about. It doesn't let me click it. About $160. So food for thought. You are gonna have to overspray the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? Food for freaking thought. And that is freaking Paco Rabanne's 1 million lucky. Boom! I dropped it in the chat for you monkeys. Now, Frequency Flow asks, is there any way to do TA on NFTs or is strictly based off of hype? Like and share the video. I concur. Freaking go ahead and freaking like this video, cats. Share this video. Subscribe to the channel. I've been freaking doing about 4 freaking videos weekly. Freaking YouTube is pushing my channel down. So please give my video a freaking like so it can push the algorithm in a positive fashion. Also, share this with your homies, share it with your family, and have them subscribe to my channel. Let's get this freaking channel up to 1,000 freaking subscribers, cats. That would be gangster. At least by the end of summer or by the end of the year. I would really like that, and I would really appreciate that. And, of course, I'll keep grinding it out for you cats as long as you monkeys like the freaking videos, son. Oh, going back to your question, man, Frequency Flow. Is there any way to do freaking TA on NFTs? Not that I've seen. If there is, I've never heard about it, or I haven't kept my ears open to that. I do hold some NFTs, but that is not the main thing I hold. Of course, my main thing is looking at freaking TA and looking at coins and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the data I got on that, homie. And then Large in Charge makes a freaking funny-ass comment, bro. Share it to the tortas. Hey, yeah, man. Share it to all the tortas you know, cats. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's move on to the next freaking coin. and that is going to be freaking Hedron, son, because I do want to get a little bit more of freaking Hedron. I am going to cover Hedron on the P side and also on the E side, and let's see where Hedron's heading to. This is Hedron on Uniswap via USDC. And it does seem that we're starting to dip. Current value is at about 6 zeros and a 3779. We may come revisit this area of about 0.61. And that value would put us at freaking 6 zeros and a 3273. Keep your fingers crossed, though. If we look at the historical pattern on this sucker and where we're at right now, hopefully we break down here to these double candle tops at about 6 zeros and a 2913. Now, as per Sloth, what he said on my stream last time, that it's better to get the cheaper option on freaking on Hedron, because when you swap it out for the updated Hedron, it's not going to matter what price point it's at. So I would rather do the cheaper one, but nevertheless, I am going to check out how and see where freaking P Hedron's at. But before we do that, I wanted to revisit something on the weekly on this bad boy. Let's see. Now, this is the wild thing. Look at the value of Hedron right now. This green line indicates where our current value is at. And the lowest low we ever got on Hedron was here at this bottom freaking long-legged doji. And that's a candle that I'm talking about, cats. And that was at 6 zeros and a 1873. We're not far off from that. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying we're going to go revisit that area, but it's a great time to buy for the reason being that we're almost at the lowest lows that freaking Hedron's ever been at. So food for thought, monkeys. Put this sucker on log. So yeah, that's the data we got on freaking E-Hedron. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to a little bit of freaking Pulse Chain Hedron. And Pulse Chain Hedron, I was reviewing this after I did a stream with Sloth last time, and I did notice this descending triangle, and we were bouncing within it completely, and it does seem that we're about to break down. Now, let me go ahead and pull this sucker out right here. It does seem we may revisit this area of about 0.168 on the Fibonacci, and that'll put us at a price point of about 6 zeros and a 3618. Our current value is at about 6 zeros and a 3966. And if I do draw up the freaking moving averages, I am noticing that the 50-day moving average would act as an area of support at about 6 zeros and a 3284. And that would make a lot of sense because we do have a shitload of candles over here, and that'll probably act as an area of support. Now, which day are we on as far as the 20-day cycles are? We are barely on day 11. So around day 14, which would be February 24th to about March 2nd is when we may end up getting the final portion of this 20-day cycle dip. So food for thought, monkeys. Let's activate the Bollinger Band on this sucker. And the Bollinger Band is slightly outside of the area of where the freaking descending triangle is at. To the downside, that'll put us at about 6 zeros and a 3791, cats. So boom. That's the data for today, monkeys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, give this video a freaking like. And let me drop you my link tree, because I want you guys to also have access to my Instagram. Copy. Boom. Boom. And there you go, cats. All right, monkeys. I got things I got to get to today. I got to run a lot of freaking errands. And I still got to freaking work out and get some rest. So you guys have a badass freaking day. Give this video a freaking like. And you'll probably see me again in about 2 days. And then you'll see me again on Saturday with Mr. Angry Twinkie and Agent J at the DGen Roundtable. Make sure you freaking give their freaking channels a like as well, as I will be freaking is I will be freaking a special guest on there, and I will catch you monkeys on the flip side.